G'day jabronis, this is Averd back with you again. Welcome here to some more TCG content. This is the Draft League. My second game, which was against Mitch from the Sableyes. Mitch drafted like a really cool firebox. When I tested against Mitch, he was the actual only set loss that I had, so was feeling a little bit nervous heading into playing him. But felt like the team that I had now and the way I understood how the deck worked was definitely favorable, and this hand is insane. I don't think you guys realize how good this hand actually is right now. So Mitch has a big old mulligan there. The extra card for mulligan can be impactful for us given we have Ultra Ball as well as red and blue in hand, but we're going to go like gangbusters on our next turn. So Mitch just opens with a Growlithe, and I think that he must have bricked at this stage. I have a feeling that he is definitely bricked. We see a Wishful Baton come down and a pass. So I'm like, interesting. All I really have to do this turn is Cherish Ball and grab the Tapu Lele GX. Lele will allow me to search for Professor Oak's setup. I know that Mitch has no disruption in his deck, so I can easily add the setup and then hold the red and blue in hand to kind of go off next turn. I have the Ultra Ball as well, so I can just search for the Weavile GX if I want to. I guess the last card I add here is a Poipole. Definitely doesn't hurt to add one more Poipole to my bench because it allows me to evolve the one in play as well as the one on the bench, which is nice. And we will probably just see an attach to the active and a Spit Poison for turn. So yeah, we fire off that Spit Poison, and if Mitch can't really bench anything else next turn, we should just have the game wrapped up. I'm sure Mitch will probably draw into something that will allow him to, you know, get out of this. We do see an Arcanine come down, and we do see a Welder onto the Arcanine, so Mitch is getting only one energy onto that Arcanine, attaches the second one, and then just passes. I'm like, whoa, what? So Mitch has bricked ridiculously hard here, and I just see the most straightforward line to victory. I just evolve into Zoroark, and then red and blue, discarding, I think it was Lusamine and the Noivern, and if I have the Naganadel GX in deck here, I don't know why I choose to grab Weavile. I stop for a second, I'm pretty sure, and I'm like, wait, he has one Pokemon in the active. I can just grab my Naganadel and end the game. And I felt really bad about this because it's just like, cool, I evolve this, I attach 2 energies, I have an energy attachment in hand, bang bang, and I just attach here. Evolve that for no reason, I don't know why I did that, that was a waste of time, and I just declared Venom Shot for game. Shebang. That is literally how game 1 went. Mitch just bricked and I said, okay, my deck's going to do the thing that it does, and yeah, crazy end to the first game. We're going to hop to the second game. Alright, on to the second game we go. I believe Mitch is going to go first again. I don't expect it to be such a brick as last time again. We are going to see what happens though, and hopefully we can get a decent start again, and it looks like we do because we get that Cherish Ball again, and we get the Hooper, so we get the Wombo combo of like no disruption. This is looking very strong for us early game, but Mitch seems to have opened a bit better here. He's got some Pokemon he can put down. He does pass for turn, so we can't get that donk like last time. We can use this Cherish Ball though, and once again, Lele's in the deck, and I think Mitch was a little bit annoyed at this stage that both games we had open with Lele. Well, technically Lele with the Cherish Balls, but it is understandable that would be annoying. We do just get the free Oak setup here. And we have 2 easy discards in our hand already kind of set up for next turn. So we grab a Sneasel, I think we grab a Poipole, and I think I already have the Zorua down, so I'm just deciding what else I'd like to bench. And I think I choose not to bench anything else. I think I'm happy with the things that I have in play right now. I think I just choose to kind of sit on them because I have the Altar of the Moon. Nothing else that I really need in play. So I just go with those 2. That's cool with me. I can just attach for turn, and then nothing else needs to be played. We can just Rogue Ring. So we Rogue Ring to get red and blue for sure, and the Zoroark, because I believe we have the Weavile in deck. And then that's when I realized, nope, there is no Weavile in this deck, so that is a problem. So we definitely want to grab the red and blue, and we definitely want to grab a Naganadel to work with. So we grab the Naganadel GX because that allows us to use Ultra Conversion with one of the Ultra Beasts in hand. Or, no we don't, apparently. Okay, interesting choice by me. I probably would have taken the GX there, because we could have just discarded some other cards, but fair enough. We grab these cards. We do still have the Altar of the Moon, so we can attack, but no Weavile GX could make this a little bit trickier for us against Mitch's deck. It is definitely one of the most important cards that we need to transfer the energy across. However, That being said, we can set up a Zoroark on the next turn to just attack and knock out this Vulpix that's inactive. So if all Mitch can do is have a Vulpix in play, then, or sorry, Vulpix and Macargo, then I'm feeling pretty good. But we do see the Salandit, and we see a Growler. So Mitch is rolling right now, guys. He is getting things going. We will see that Vulpix probably get a bit of chip damage going on us right now. And that Vulpix definitely needs to be knocked out because the Ninetales can actually be a big nuisance for us. You'd think with us running Stealthy Hood, it wouldn't be too much of an issue, but we don't have a guaranteed way of searching for Stealthy Hood. So, pardon me, it is definitely an important thing for us to find. We see the Flare come down, do some good damage. We do see the Altar of the Moon. So we are going to start our turn with that red and blue. We are going to get rid of probably one of the Altar of the Moons and the Darkrai. Very easy discards for us. We are going to see that Zoroark GX come down here, and we are going to grab those 2 Dark Energies out of the deck. And at this stage, I was just like thinking, okay, what can I do? What can I do? We're going to get down the Naganadel GX, and I knew that I could potentially use Trade to discard the Guzzlord here, or the Psychic Energy. We do also have the Altar of the Moon, which we can use, so we are going to see an attachment onto the Hooper, I mean, I still have Trade, so I'm wondering if I'm going to use Trade for anything. So yeah, I'm going to use Trade, get rid of the energy, because I know that Naganadel can just bring that back for me. And I was just looking for an easy discard here onto this next turn, if I wanted it, but I don't really need it. I can just attach here to the Hooper. I actually choose to go Naganadel, I think, potentially. Yeah, I want to get the Naganadel set up in case Mitch finds a way to knock out my Zoroark. I want a backup attacker online as soon as possible. Yes, absolutely. And then we're going to retreat out to Zoroark, and we are going to go immediately for that Righteous Beating and get that knockout right there and then. So yeah, Righteous Beating for the knockout, and we are going to get a Lusamine off the prizes. Not really the Weavile I was hoping for. Weavile would have been fantastic given the energy I had in play. Since there's a Dark Energy in the discard, all I would need to do was draw into another Dark Energy, and I could have potentially gone with the Glutton GX Guzzlord there, but that's not going to be the case. You see Mitch with the Pokénav trying to find some things. He finds a Fire Energy here, so if he does have the Welder in hand, this could be a little bit dangerous for us. We do know he has a Smooth over Macargo to guarantee that his next top deck is a pretty busted one. Also, Pokénav with the Macargo is kind of crazy because it does guarantee you draw that card if you don't have Guru. So we're going to see where Mitch goes with this one. Definitely a lot of options that his Macargo can grab with the Smooth over. And then we're going to see the Roast Reveal from the Salazzle, discard a card, draw 3. Oh, sorry, discard a fire, draw 3. And so Mitch has got a pretty big hand there, 8 cards. So I'm wondering what he's going to do here. We do see a Welder come down, double fire onto that Growler, so he can bring up the Arcanine this turn. And that's what I was afraid of, was he's going to drop down an Arcanine, and I could be in a lot of trouble here. If he can't get to the Arcanine though, then we do sit ourselves in a very strong position. We see the Baton come out onto the Gossifleur, so Mitch is going to choose to call for family here to get a bunch of basics to go down onto his bench, I believe, and then hope next turn he can draw into Arcanine. I think that's the situation he's in right now. He doesn't have any other attackers that he can use, so he's hoping for Arcanine. I think off of this call for family, Mitch finds the Victini Prism Star as well as the Heatran GX. I would be surprised they're the 2 that he goes for. Yep, absolutely. So now he has a lot of attacking options and the Baton. However, I am not a huge fan of that Baton, so I'm going to get rid of that stuff immediately. I do also now have the Choice Band, which is very, very important for me to find. Reason being is that the Choice Band will allow my Naganadel on a Turning Point attack to one-shot a Heatran, so I definitely want to keep that in the back of my mind. We are going to see that Wishful Baton get discarded though. We do still have the trade from Zoroark. Probably just going to get rid of that Lusamine. I don't think there's any real supporter I need to get back, or Stadium for that matter, so I feel like I can just afford to get rid of Lusamine with the trade here. Of the 3 cards in my hand, it does seem like the most optimal. Yeah, I want to hold that Choice Band to one-shot Heatran. That's the thing I just realized. So we're going to discard that Lusamine, draw 2 cards. We do find another Dark Energy, and we find another Sneasel. The Sneasel isn't super impactful. We are just going to put a Dark Energy onto the Hooper because we have the charging up that we can use on the Naganadel. So getting the Hooper set up so that even if there's a Miracle Knockout on this Zoroark, I could just go for a Road Ring if I need to. But for now, I'm just going to go for that Righteous Beating again. Bop, get that knockout, and we're in an okay spot here. I'm not feeling super confident. We do hit a poi pole for prize, which isn't great, but one more knockout and we do get ourselves onto that turning point turn, which is something I was focusing on. So it goes to Mitch's turn. We do see the smooth over and the roast reveal. So I was feeling at this stage that Mitch surely on this turn was going to roast reveal and then was going to get into Arcanine, or he was going to get into Welder that was going to draw him into Arcanine, and then Arcanine could be able to fire off a big attack. It wouldn't get a knockout, but it could do big damage. But I was kind of hoping for that attack, because if he chooses to go for it, it damages himself, and then I just bench one more Pokemon like this Poipole, and then I can, and then I can fire off the Righteous Beating for knockout on his Arcanine, and then follow that up with the Turning Point, but then again onto his Heatran, to just be at one prize left to win the game, and Mitch still being very far behind. But unfortunately Mitch just scoops here because I think he just completely bricked at that stage. So super unfortunate way for that set to finish. The first one he just bricked and I was able to steamroll him by the second turn. And that game, again, he was just trying to find his outs, but unfortunately the consistency maybe just wasn't there for him. But our deck, you know, even with prizing some important cards, keeps pushing through with that consistency, and we are currently 2-0. So back-to-back wins. Feeling pretty confident. There's a few matchups where I'm feeling better about them than others, for sure. But we'll have to wait and see how they play out. Obviously, I'm looking forward to how they pan out. But really happy with how that game went. Shout out to Mitch, obviously, and hopefully we have a better set next time. But we are going to move on 2-0 in the series right now of round robins. So of the 2 games played. So I still have 5 more games to play. I'm probably going to need to win half of the ones that I have left to have any chance of getting into the next part of the competition. So we'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm the Bird.